From producer Tim Burton and replacement director Joel Schumacher comes a Batman movie that replaces the 80s gothic look of the first two with the ecstasy-soaked fever dream of the mid-90s. Yep, this is definitely the worst movie I've seen 30 times. Batman Forever. After Human Cure song, Tim Burton made Batman cool for the mainstream, then put too much kinky stuff in the sequel to sell kids' toys. Warner Brothers picked Joel Schumacher as the director to push the franchise in a more family-friendly direction.
Holy rusted metal, Batman!
Huh?
But hey, if this is what we had to go through to get Nolan, take it away, Joel.
Whatever.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
I'll get drive-through.
Like,
Meet Val
why?
Kilmer's unique take on Batman. He's not weird like Keaton, charming like Clooney, intimidating like Bale, swole like Affleck, or emotional like a human. But he does contribute one major unique trait to the Batman legacy. His mouth is always open.
The music, though.
I mean, bats do eat bugs. I guess that's one way to catch them. Watch Batman face Two-Face, a man with the power of not being a threat half the time. But there's also the onesie-wearing Riddler. Jim Carrey, at the height of his powers, brings the same manic energy he brings to his other roles.
Joygasm! Who can?
While Tommy Lee Jones makes the horrible choice to bring the same manic
crazy
energy
in that
as Jim
onesie.
Carrey.
And me!
Watch these two actors try to one-up each other on camera, while the real drama was apparently going down off-screen.
He got up and hugged me and said, I hate you. I really don't like you.
Oh my.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thrill as Batman faces his greatest danger yet.
that.
The only thing that could actually stop him for good. A therapist. Dr. Chase Meridian takes her place alongside Vicky Vale as the latest Bat-girlfriend you'll never hear from again. She's got brains, brawn, and she's not using either of them because all she does is perv out on a stranger in a rubber suit.
You are interesting. Well, I wish I could say that my interest in you was purely professional. Oh. My place. Midnight. I've imagined this moment since I first saw you. Your eyes, your lips, your body.
Experience the Bat family grow bigger with Chris O'Donnell's
got a second
Robin,
chance with
whose
Aquaman.
lame origin story of the Robin name
I flew in like a robin.
is still better than The Dark Knight Rises.
You should use your full name. Robin. Thanks.
Witness a mid-20s actor do his best to play a cool teen, complete with cool motorcycle and leather jacket, giant 90s cool guy earring, and something no one will ever make cool: laundry karate. Holy dry clean only, Batman. This makes me want to drink some bleach. So witness the beginning of the end of the original Bat quadrilogy that put nipples on the Batsuit, launched Akiva Goldsman's career, and cut out the insane subplot with a giant bat,
Saw that.
but survives today by hanging on to its three redeeming qualities: the thumbs up gif, the epic seal song, and the fact that no matter what you have to say,
Kiss from a
it's
Rose.
not as shitty as Batman and Robin.
You gotta say that.
Never leave the cave without him.
It's
Starring
got crazier and crazier.
Hello Reddit, I am actor and artist Val Kilmer, AMA, a chewed up starburst, Jim Carrey's The Movie, Dr. Girlfriend, The Adult Wonder, didn't sign up for this, the world's craziest laser tag arena, the Batman Yeah guy, the boiling acid guy,
Oh no! It's boiling acid!
and what's that girl? Batman fell down a well? Batman Begins to suck. Did anyone notice Two-Face's lair only works if he's facing one direction? Do they have to rearrange the furniture when he turns around?
So, you have a Batman movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I thought instead of that dark gothic look from the last two movies, we could change things up and make it super bright and colorful and neon. Oh, what made you want to change that? I went to a rave recently and I can't stop thinking about it. Well, okay then. This is definitely a good place to get that weird energy out of your system. I also had some thoughts about some costume changes we could make. You know what? You could just take that up with the wardrobe people. I don't me to approve every little thing. You sure? Yeah, I mean, unless it's something insane. No, I mean, it's pretty straightforward stuff, I think. I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense. Well then, yeah, no, I'm sure that's fine. Great.
Big
So at the beginning of the
freaking
movie,
nipples.
Two-Face is trying to kill Batman. Oh, what's his problem with Batman? Well, in court one day, a mob guy threw acid in his face, and so Two-Face is mad at Batman because he was there and he didn't stop it, I guess. What, was Batman just sitting in court? Yeah, I guess so, I don't know. The point is, Two-Face is crazy now, and he's obsessed with killing Batman. But why? Because I said so. Fair enough. So Two-Face, the whole movie, he's trying to kill Batman, and he keeps failing. Very, very cool. Yeah, at a certain point, he's chasing Batman, and Batman drives up the side of a building. Wow, how does he get back down? Unclear. Oh, okay. Anyway, so eventually Bruce Wayne is gonna meet one of his employees, Edward Nygma, who's like obsessed with him, right? Okay. And he wants to work with Bruce on some brainwave manipulation technology, but Bruce says no, so he just goes insane. Oh, he does? Yeah, he just loses his mind, because that's how we show that people are evil in these movies. Mental health issues, of course. So he starts sending these riddles to Bruce Wayne. Oh, so he's the Riddler now? Actually, no, he doesn't decide on becoming the Riddler until like 40 minutes later. He was already sending riddles before being the Riddler? Yeah. Well, okay then. We're also gonna have a new love interest for Bruce Wayne in this movie. She's a psychologist named Chase Meridian. And what does she do in the movie? Well, she flirts with Batman a whole lot. She uses the bat signal as a booty call. Oh, really? Yeah, and when he shows up, she's just all over him. I mean, she really wants to sleep with Batman. How does he react to that? Well, he says stuff like, it's the car, right? Chicks love the car. Oh. And he also says, are you trying to get under my cape, doctor? Wow. And when he gets in his car and drives off, he's like, women. Well, that all sounds like dialogue that Batman should definitely say. I agree, so he's gonna. Perfect. So Bruce is gonna bring these riddles he's receiving to Chase, and she's gonna be like, well, whoever made these is obsessed with you. Oh, so he makes the connection to the obsessive Edward Nygma guy he met just a few days before? He doesn't, no. Isn't he supposed to be the world's greatest detective? Yeah, well, it's much easier for me to write a story if he doesn't figure out super obvious things right away. That makes sense. So anyway, Bruce brings Chase to the circus, and the Riddler is watching the whole thing unfold on the news. Oh, that reminds me, did you catch the live broadcast of the circus on the news last night? Of course, I never miss a live broadcast of the circus on the news. That's a normal and regular thing that happens. It's perfectly normal. I know it is, that's why it's in the script. Well, good. So anyway, Two-Face and his goons bust in, and they're like, you guys gotta tell us who Batman is, or we're gonna blow this whole place up. Oh, so what does Bruce do? Well, he yells, I'm Batman, but nobody hears him because the crowd's too loud. Not even Chase, who's sitting right next to him. That's what we're going with. So he just starts kicking butts all over the place. And nobody makes the connection that this billionaire is suddenly doing public kung fu? They don't, no. And then this acrobat family, the Graysons, they save the day. Oh, great. But they all die except for the youngest one. Oh, bummer. What's his name? Dick. Hey, screw you, buddy. No, that's his name. His name is Dick Grayson. No, I know. Oh, okay. So anyway, Bruce feels bad, so he adopts him. Oh, so he's a child? No, he's very clearly in his 20s. So Batman adopts a fully grown adult man? He sure does, sir. And let me tell you, this grown man, he does laundry like a martial arts master. Oh, what the hell are you talking about? And he's eventually gonna find out that Bruce is Batman, and he becomes Robin. Wow, how does he find out that Bruce is Batman? Well, he stumbles into the Batcave, and he sees everything. There's no security system in place down there? There is a security system, actually. Yeah. It says the word intruder out loud, and then puts all of Batman's stuff on display. Oh, a very useless security system. Yeah, it's pretty useless. So then Two-Face and the Riddler team up. And what's their plan? Well, they put a bunch of Riddler's brainwave devices in everybody's homes, and Riddler starts to, like, absorb everybody's intelligence. Oh, very rude. I had a guy do that to me once. It wasn't pleasant, but I enjoy cartoons a lot more now. Well, great. So eventually Two-Face and Riddler break into Wayne Manor, and they just destroy a bunch of stuff, and they kidnap Chase, and they shoot Bruce in the frickin' face. Oh my god, they kill Batman? No, they just shoot him in the face, which knocks him unconscious. Oh, okay, but wouldn't Two-Face just shoot him again while he's unconscious? No, because the Riddler tells him not to. But that's literally been his one motivation the whole movie. Right, but the movie's not done yet. Oh, okay. So then Batman and Robin go to try to save Chase and stop the bad guys. I love it. And Robin fights Two-Face and wants to kill him for revenge, but then he doesn't because Batman told him not to. Very mature. Yeah, so then he gets kidnapped too. Oh, that didn't work out. Not really, no. And so then Batman ends up in this situation where Riddler's like, hey, here are two people you care about. You can only save one of them. Man, it's gonna be tough for Batman to get out of that situation. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, he just tosses a batarang at this big glass thing that controls Riddler's brain waves, and then it fries his brain. Riddler decided to confront Batman under a big breakable thing that's the source of his brain power? He sure did, yeah. Wow. So then Batman saves the people he cares about, but then Two-Face pops out. Uh-oh, so what does Batman do? Well, Two-Face flips his little coin that he likes to flip, but Batman tosses a bunch of coins in the air, and so Two-Face falls to his death. What about that whole we shouldn't kill people thing? Yeah, no, see, the message is that murder is not an okay thing, but if you do something that leads to someone accidentally taking their own life, that's fine. Oh, educational messages are tight. Kids are gonna learn a lot from this. Yeah, and so Riddler goes crazy, right? And he can't even remember that Bruce is Batman, so his secret identity is safe. Well, great. Yeah. I mean, except for Sugar and Spice, Two-Face's two girlfriends who were around the whole time and saw everything and are still alive. Whoops. Whoopsie. So what do you think? Well, I think it sounds like a very different direction for Batman for sure. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, seeing Michael Keaton as Batman again is gonna make everybody happy. Right, I mean, that's if he agrees to do it. I mean, once he reads the scripts, I don't see why he'd say no. No, that's a good point. You're right.
He said, nah.
Before you experience Joaquin Phoenix's twisted
I was
take on
wondering
the
when they did
Joker,
this.
revisit the shocking origins of live-action Batman as a swinging cartoon crime buster.
I remember that.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Batman, the old TV show, the movie. You love the dark Batman-defining performances of Keaton, Bale, and Affleck.
And Pattinson.
Now let Adam West take you back to Batman's roots. A bachelor who lives with a teenage boy, isn't exactly in peak human condition, and follows one ironclad rule: keep your hands off his girl.
Show me Miss Kitka, or I'll wreck this place with my dying breath. If you've harmed that girl, I'll kill you all. I'll rend you limb from limb.
In an interpretation that can only be described as the love child of Christopher Walken and Jeff Goldblum.
The criminal catalyst in this entire affair, our old arch enemy, Catwoman.
You already knew that Robin sucked, but did you know he always sucked?
Always.
Watch Batman's original sidekick, shill for the cops.
Support your police. That's our message.
Condemn drunks to death.
Gosh, drink is sure a filthy thing, isn't it? I'd rather be dead than unable to trust my own eyes.
And suggest eugenics?
I'll activate the computer link, feed in the various ethnic and national factors.
With the way the world is and all, don't you think maybe we ought to try to improve those factors? Kind of reshuffle them a little?
Holy Master Race Master did. In fact, the only thing this Robin does well is cram a holy bat pun into every sentence.
Holy sardine! Holy nightmare! Holy Merlin the Magician! Holy Long John Silver! Holy Slowbot! Holy Polaris! Holy Demolition! Holy Halloween! Holy Heartfish! Holy Costume Party! Holy Hallucination! Holy Horseshoe! Holy Marathon! Holy Captain Nemo! Holy Bikini!
They aren't even all puns. It's like a verbal tick.
Holy Almost!
This is actually sad.
Holy Heartbreak!
Somebody help this boy.
Holy Jumble!
Menacing Gotham is a group of criminals so crooked, even the cameras are at an angle. Featuring Catwoman, a devious diva whose ratio of cat to woman is about 90 to 10.
Perfectly lovely idea.
The Penguin, who can only speak in nautical jargon, because most of this movie takes place at sea for some reason.
For some reason.
There may be skullduggery ahead.
The Riddler, the perfect 60s villain, because you'd have to be on acid to follow his logic.
One has yellow skin and rights.
A ballpoint banana.
Right.
One weighs 6 ounces, sits in a tree, and is very dangerous.
A sparrow with a machine gun.
Yes, of course.
And the Joker, the first DC star to try and fail to cover up a mustache. Together, they'll attempt to pull off the oldest caper in the book, turn world leaders into dust with a dehydrating gun meant for whiskey production, then ransom each country for $1 billion to be delivered via carrier pigeon while they make their getaway in a surplus military sub disguised as a penguin.
Who else but a genius could conceive just an audacious plot?
All of which culminates in a final sequence that really makes you regret not going to the bathroom before the third act.
Like that sound just by itself.
Come on, come on. Jeez, I shouldn't have that big gulp. Oh, why is this taking so long?
Yeah.
Why didn't I go during Batman's day with Catwoman? Oh, only depends, Batman. It's happening.
Only depends.
Too late. So revisit a simpler time when Batman villains knew how to cavort. Bat fans were happy to watch a good old-fashioned punch 'em up.
Oh, Biff.
No one stressed the consequences of the world's diplomats having their brains and bodies scrambled.
La paz del mundo, not shalom. Shalom.
Not even Batman.
Our job is finished. But inconspicuous.
And the filmmakers had the gall, the nerve, the audacity to not take Batman super seriously.
Like the shark.
No! My edge! It's fading! Need angst to identify with. Starring the Masked Swinger, Captain Underpants, Girlfield, Burgess Meredith.
Girlfield.
Hail Cesar. The government wants to give you free money. The Help.
What's that one about? Free money one.
And branding.
Bat drift angle, bat ladder away.
Automatic
Bat ladder.
Shark, repellent, bat spray. Out. Micro TV bat scanner.
Batmobile position.
Flash the bat signal. Get the bat charge launcher.
Secret bat cave.
Snap on the bat cuffs. Super blinding bat pellets.
Bat gas.
Whip of bat wing. Full thrust bat speed. Here, take my bat radio.
Bat
Out
speed.
Batarang and bat rope. Bat cameras, polarized bat filter.
Bat scanner tracking the stolen Batmobile. Perfect.
Via bat cycle to the bat copter.
Batman. The Groovy.
The groovy. Oh man, yeah, that was.
$1 billion cash from each country.
To be delivered to our secret island by the horde of trained carrier pigeons, which I shall presently provide.
So, in $100 bills, 1 billion US would weigh 20,000 pounds. Given an average carrier pigeon can lift 2.5 ounces, it would take 128,000 trained birds for the US alone. That is a lot of...
Here we go.
In a world full of crime, one man is determined to kill Batman once and for all. His name is director Joel Schumacher.
Action!
Batman and Robin. Watch Academy Award-winning ladies' man George Clooney phone it in as Batman, a hero capable of performing impossible feats, except for moving his neck. Or body. Unfortunately, he's not alone. In a film full of way too many supporting characters, he's bringing even more. Robin, a naggy sidekick you and Batman will both want to punch in the face.
I want a car. Chicks dig the car. How are we supposed to work together if you won't trust me? It's Batman and Robin, not Robin and Batman. I want a
did
Robin
like that
signal this
suit.
guy, all right? I'm going solo.
And Alfred's British niece Batgirl, who talks like Cher from Clueless.
London's kind of rough.
Together, they'll all awkwardly wait for this movie to be over.
Actual unedited clip.
Witness Schumacher's creepy rubber fetish as his camera lingers on Bat Crotch, Bat Butt, Bat Beard, and male bat nips.
Bat Beers.
Suit me up, Uncle Alfred.
Poison Ivy wants to cover the world in plants. Mr. Freeze wants to cover the world in ice. They'll team up, even though their goals are completely
That's right.
incompatible, to make the most puns ever.
All right, everyone. Chill.
It's the jungle in here.
Cool party.
Enough monkey business.
Allow me to break the ice.
Let's cool it for now.
Let's kick some ice.
And their
Oh,
bad
God.
puns are just the tip of the iceberg.
Talk about your cold shoulder.
So this is where you hang out.
No beauty.
Just the beast. No sign of the snowman.
Maybe he melted.
No, he's just hibernating.
Okay, that one didn't even make sense. So, if you loved Adam West's
Okay.
Batman, but wish it was even more campy, less fun, and full of grappling hooks latching onto things, we've got the film for you.
A lot of good toys though.
We cut our funding. There was a conflict of ideologies. There are things about me that you wouldn't understand.
By the numbers. Ludicrous.
Men coming.
7 million. Never leave the cave about it.
Embarrassing.
Starring real-life Bruce Wayne,
mean, yeah.
Christopher Robin, the Punning Man, Cold Man, the Barbarian, Kindergarten Ice Pop, Terminator Blue. All right, we get it. Strom Thurmond, 90s Emma Stone, Tom Hartley.
Oh, wow.
Vivica, still not actually a fox. And Coolio, the worst Batman ever. If you don't believe us, just ask the people who worked on it.
The Batman thing I wasn't ever wholly comfortable with.
It felt like we kind of rushed getting that second one done.
I actually had no idea that there was a Batman.
If I disappointed them in any way, then I really want to apologize, because it wasn't my intention.
So, you have a Batman movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I know that critics didn't love Batman Forever, but I think I know where we went wrong, so this one's gonna be awesome. Well, it's important to learn from your mistakes, so what improvements are we gonna be making? Well, first of all, we put nipples on the Batsuit in that one. Oh, yeah, that's right, we did. Yeah, and you know, based on how people reacted to that, I think we should, you know, feature them more prominently. Oh, we should go all in on the nipples. Yeah, I think we should start the movie by zooming in on them. I think people will appreciate them even more. Commit to the nip, that's what I always say. You do say that often. Yeah, I do. HR has been trying to get me to stop, but I like saying it. What am I gonna do? So anyway, Batman and Robin get all suited up and head out on a mission. Oh, very exciting. Yeah, and on the way they find out that Mr. Freeze is robbing a museum. Wait, where were they going if they find out on the way? I don't know. Fair enough. So Mr. Freeze is stealing a big old diamond because he needs it to power his freeze suit. That makes sense. I know it does. Diamonds help freeze things. Everybody knows that. Ice cold, baby. So what's Mr. Freeze's deal? Oh, well, his wife is sick with a rare disease and he makes ice puns. Oh, what kind of ice puns? Every single one you could possibly make. Oh, excessive ice puns are tight. More like ice-cessive. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, most of these won't make sense. It's whatever. Well, okay then. So anyway, then Batman and Robin show up at the museum, right? Right. And they need to try to get the diamond, but Mr. Freeze's henchmen try to get away with it using hockey. Wow, well, it's gonna be hard for them to deal with hockey players in their Batman and Robin costumes. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because when they tap their feet together, their little boots turn into skates. Oh, what? Yeah, pretty cool, right? Why would they have skate blades on their boots? In case they have to skate. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So anyway, Mr. Freeze gets in a rocket ship and tries to escape. His plan is to steal a diamond, then take a rocket to space. That's what we're going with. Wow. Yes. But then Batman and Robin are gonna stop him, and Robin's gonna get frozen. Oh, no. Yep, so Mr. Freeze is like, kill you next time, Batman, and he runs away. Wait, why doesn't he kill him right then and there? Well, because the movie's far from over. Oh, okay. So anyway, we're gonna meet the other villains of the movie. Oh, there were other villains? Yes, sir. There's Poison Ivy and Bane. And what's Poison Ivy's deal? Well, she gets chemicals on her and gets evil powers. How did Mr. Freeze get his powers? He got some chemicals on him and got evil powers. What about Bane? He got some chemicals in him and got evil powers. Okay, we got a good variety. I like it. Yeah, we do. Amazing. So yeah, Poison Ivy has this power where she can seduce people, you know, like a plant. Like a plant? Yeah. Are you like into plants? Yeah. Oh, very weird. Yeah, so she makes people fall in love with her by blowing stuff in their face. That's one of my flirting moves too. I use Cheeto dust. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Anyway, so Batman and Robin are gonna be affected by this love toxin, and they're gonna bicker the whole movie about who she loves more. Oh, grown men bickering while in rubber costumes? Now we've got ourselves a movie. Yeah, we're gonna have an auction scene where Batman and Robin both start bidding on Poison Ivy. Okay. And Batman's able to outbid Robin because he brought his Bat credit card. Oh, a Bat credit card, you say? Oh my god, what happened? Oh, I'm sorry, my eyes just rolled themselves. That was weird. Very weird. So what else happens in the movie? Oh, well, Alfred's niece Barbara is gonna be visiting from London. Oh, so she's got a nice British accent? No, full-on American accent. Oh, yeah, and also Alfred happens to be dying from the same rare disease as Mr. Freeze's wife. Wow, what a crazy coincidence. Yeah, you could just write whatever you want in these things. That's true, you can. So anyway, he gives her a CD-ROM and he's like, don't open this. Okay. And so she immediately betrays him and does it. Wow, very inconsiderate. Yeah, and it turns out there's a virtual version of Alfred. And he's like, I knew you were gonna betray me anyway, so here's a Batgirl costume I made for you to fight crime. So he could have just given that to her. That was a complete waste of time. Oh yeah, 100%. Wow, and so how does the movie end? Well, Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy decide to team up. Oh, they do? Yeah, because he wants to freeze the planet and she wants to cover it with plants. Oh, those are two very incompatible plans. It doesn't make sense for them to team up at all. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. Well, they're gonna team up. Well, okay then. Yeah, and Robin's gonna pretend like he's still affected by the toxin to get close close to poison ivy.
Okay.
But then he reveals he was faking it.
So how did they get over the effect of the toxin?
Unclear. So anyway, then there's a big final fight and poison ivy falls into a plant that closes up on her.
Doesn't she control plants?
Yeah, but not this one.
Why not?
Because the movie's over.
Gotcha.
And then Mr. Freeze gives Batman the cure for Alfred's disease.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I made a pun.
Did you see how fun that was?
Yeah, I totally get it.
And so yeah, that's about it.
Well, it sounds great.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I think this is going to be something we can all be very proud of.